Just waiting for it to go live on my end. I mean, it says we're live. I'm just waiting for it to actually show up on...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to tell you guys, Loki got swooped by a crow today.
Oh.
He's okay. I guess he got too close to a nest or something like that, and the crows were going crazy.
I mean, it says we're live. I'm just waiting for it to actually... Okay. Okay, we should be good. We should be good.
All right. Let's make sure we can hear everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started hearing Danny and Jen, so that was my cue to turn off the volume because I didn't want to hear myself.
Yeah, hearing yourself is cringe.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
Alright, so yeah.
Everyone!
Oh no.
Hope everyone had a good Halloween.
I hope you all enjoyed Flint's birthday.
I had fun touring, leading people through an old graveyard.
I sat inside and played Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yeah, I helped out. I helped out in giving out the candy to the kids.
In my defense, fighting 1,000 trainers is scary.
Jesus.
It's true.
I ran a game of Star Wars. That was my Halloween gift.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I was in that game of Star Wars.
Ooh.
How was it?
Also nice.
Go.
I play as a Jawa who sounds like this.
Oh God.
the deep voice Jawa.
I also speak intergalactic standard common, which is not normal.
Nice.
Alrighty. Yay. Everybody had a fun Halloween.
I acquired a samurai.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm. Almost got him to level 90. That's not in Genshin, by the way. That's in the other. Yeah, I'm short some flowers. Otherwise, he would be level 90 right now. Like, I totally have the stamina in order to fight the funny mask man more to get the rest of the materials. That's what Fenrico is. He's the funny mask man.
I love that you're giving flowers to the samurai. That's adorable.
Every character requires flowers to ascend in Wuthering Waves. There are different types of flowers for each character, but every character requires some type of flower.
It's still cute, though.
It is actually very common in gacha games where they make those types of pickups matter by making you do them to level up your characters.
Yep.
Speaking of gacha, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'll be doing all right.
Kazo, your name is Gotcha? Wait, did Kaza and Gotcha switch bodies? Oh no!
Why would that be an oh no?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be funny.
Answer the question!
I said I don't know!
I'm
Snob's
just
good enough.
trying to be funny. Comedy. For
Comedy is hard.
everyone.
Comedy is hard. Dying is easy.
It is. Speaking of dying...
Why are we speaking of dying?
Previously on Genshin Ultima.
Oh, that's why.
You guys ended up being able to convene with a new ally by the name of Shilonuma Shaman. There were a few bits and bobs here and there about some intriguing things going on around the rest of your stuff. And you end up headed towards Osial's temple. When you arrive, there are hilichurls. The group of you have done your best to defeat the hilichurls. With Zhongli guiding you, knowing that this is the place where the secrets of what happened with some secrets related to Eve are here. Of course, that's, as it turns out, those aren't the only secrets here.
Yes.
Well, well, well. Hello, Morax.
Hold on.
Says the person at the opposite end of the map. And so everyone, it's time to teach you more mechanics.
Oh boy.
A villain has appeared. Which means all of you need to gain 1 Fabula point right now.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, one Fabula point. Okay.
Which should put your total to 4. Now, none of you have used Fabula points yet.
Nope.
So I figured now would be a good time to describe for the audience exactly how they work. We did it in session 0, but I figure this would be another good time. On your sheets, you'll see the listing of ways that you can spend your Fabula points.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go over those again. You can spend 1 Fabula point to invoke a bond, which adds the strength of that bond to a check that you're making. You can spend a Fabula point to invoke a trait, which re-rolls dice during a check.
Okay.
And if I double check the invoking a trait, you can re-roll 1 or both dice when you spend a Fabula point that way. Which is important. It doesn't help you with fumbles, which is when you roll 2 1s. Sometimes you may also have skills that require you to spend Fabula points to use them. These are going to be particularly powerful skills. Now the other one is a little bit more esoteric, and that is alter the story. Where basically you can change something or add something to the scene. Small caveat, I have to approve it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do,
You can, or if you have like a loose idea of what you want to change or add, you could give me the loose idea and I can determine where to go with that. You know, 'cause basically it's used to be like, hey, I want to, if you'll let me spend this to have this change happen, I'm willing to do that. Basically, to sort of get a little bit of DM fiat for yourself with approval.
I was gonna, if I may ask, if we wish to spend 1 Fabula point to alter the story and you disapprove, do we waste does the point get wasted, or do we keep the point?
You keep the point.
Okay, I just figured.
Basically, it has to be an agreed upon exchange. Now, this villain has appeared. He's stepping forward. It's like, you have some fucking nerve showing up here after what you did.
Hey, DM.
Yes?
So we all know about the whole Morax thing, right? Like we all.
You guys did not know that Zhongli was the Archon?
No, okay.
You all know,
I know
that Morax is you.
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and describe this. I know where you're getting at. I know part of where you're getting at there. You all know that Morax is the name of the Geo Archon. It's like an archaic name of the Geo Archon that it's actually considered a little bit disrespectful to call him Morax now by most people.
Okay.
So you can tell that him calling him Morax and not Rex Lapis. First of all, the bombshell that you guys have been talking to the Geo Archon this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like kind of like what?
But like, second of all, the fact that he's being called Rex Lapis, especially I would say especially for you, Shaman, because you're from like much closer to here, you would know much better that calling him Morax means there's probably a bit of an antagonistic relationship going on here. Now,
Cool.
I want to describe something about the villain. You guys aren't the only ones with points that you can spend. Villains all have Ultima points. Now, when a villain is introduced, I can either keep a secret or openly reveal what tier of villain they are. They come in minor, major, and supreme, and this determines how many Ultima points they have. Ultima points do not recover, except in one very specific circumstance that I don't think we're going to be covering yet. This character, who Zhongli is going to cross his arms like a boss and say, Osile, I wasn't expecting you to be awake. Yeah, I wonder why the fuck you wouldn't! So, Osile is a supreme villain who has 15 Ultima points.
Oh shit! 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 Oh shit!
It is good that you are, because the things that I need to explain to her are things that I need to explain to you.
Oh.
He steps further forward. He looks in the direction that Morax indicated, towards Eve.
He shyly gets behind Janya.
He kind of looks back at Zhongli with kind of a snarl on his face. You absolute fucking cretin! Was afraid you would react like that. He steps forward. We're going to move, kind of guides Zhao to step forward. They're going to move.
Oh.
They're going to move further up. Zhongli is going to put up a shield to protect you guys.
Okay.
So there's another thing I do want to teach you about conflicts. A couple of other things, actually. So, first of all, let me see if I can... Oh, I can. I can draw the shield. Let me make it the appropriate color.
If it's not like that brownish yellow color that that geo symbols usually have, or like the brown. You know what? That's close enough.
I'm just doing yellow.
I was gonna say if it's not lore accurate, I will complain.
So, one thing I need to teach you is that you guys are about to enter a conflict scene where you conflict. You're about to enter a conflict scene where you are not in combat. Because conflicts do not necessarily mean combat. They can mean other types of conflicts. We'll be seeing a little bit more of this during this session as well. What I also need to show you is, let me bring this over a little bit closer and let you see it. I also need to show you that sometimes you can have a clock involved in an encounter. What you're seeing right now is a clock.
He's a very good clock.
Yes. This has 10 sections. What you're trying to do is fill up all 10 of those sections. If you guys want guidance on what things that you want to try to do in order to advance this, I'm willing to help you out during this first round on that. But one thing you can do is you can potentially use your abilities in order to help Zhongli and Zhao in their fight against Osial, or you could do other things that may help them in some way other than directly using an ability that you have. And another thing that you can do is you can search this area for something that may help calm the situation, because Zhongli did mention that there was information that he needed to give. So it's possible some of that information is here. So, I've also rethought the way that we were doing initiative, because I don't think the way that the book tells us to do initiative necessarily fits with us. It's a lot of rolling for just determining who goes first, going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've decided to do is just decide where initiative goes. And basically during this round of initiative, there's no enemies that you guys are dealing with, so all of you are going to get to do a thing.
Okay.
Alrighty. DM, I would like to spend a Fabula point to regain some MP, if that is allowed.
Okay. I will let you regain 10 MP for that.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to send you a DM in relation to that.
Alrighty.
I mean, if we are allowed to do some RP during this time.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's quite a bit of a bombshell, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, we've been traveling with an Archon this whole time.
Zhanya's kind of skipping out on the conversation and is just looking around, trying to get her bearings. Just like, but also, no matter what, like, no matter where they move, Zhanya's kind of interposing herself between Eve and the conflict.
Eve is kind of shivering a little bit because she still has no idea what's going on.
Would you be fine with you gaining the MP using your action?
Yes, I will be fine with that.
You are able to draw from the resonant energies of this temple in order to do that.
Yeah.
Hey DM,
Yes.
can I know we're kind of stuck in this side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Can Janya investigate the location? So she wants to try and figure out stuff about this location. I know like study or something is like kind of a check I can make, like an action I can take.
Oh, hang on. Can you read for me the text of your study action?
Well, it's technically the thing that I'd be wanting to do is called Flash of Insight, which is when I roll. So what it specifically says is when you roll a 13 or higher on a check performed to investigate a creature, item, or location, implying that I could theoretically, study a location. This includes using the study action during a conflict. You may ask the game master up to skill level questions, so like 1 questions concerning the subject of my investigation. And it goes into more detail, but it essentially says I can save these questions up, and you have to answer as truthfully as you can.
Study is actually a very appropriate action for the thing I was talking about looking for information, and it requires double insight.
Double insight. Good thing I'm good at that.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like your character is designed to do that.
Yeah, Janya puts up a hand and tries to just usher Eve to stay back, and she's going to walk to here as she's doing this because she needs to actually look around. All right. Yeah. That's 2 8s. That's a 16.
That is excuse me. It doesn't matter what the combined total of those are because you know what that is.
Yeah, because that's what critting is in this.
Yes.
Yes, that is a critical.
Yep, dice pool systems. Whenever you get 2 of a kind, that makes sense.
So,
what does that do again? It's been a while.
Critical.
It's been a while.
With a critical, it has been a minute, and I will say I'm having to pull this up because criticals. It's a long list of things that can happen with criticals. So you obviously succeed. That's the first thing that happens.
Yes.
Under check. Critical success. Here we go. You get an opportunity.
Opportunity. See next page.
So opportunity can do a number of things. It has a whole list of things that can happen, and again, it's subject to my approval. Advantage. The next check performed by you or an ally will receive a +4 bonus. Affliction. A creature suffers dazed, shaken, slow, or weak. Bonding. You can create a bond or add an emotion to one of your existing bonds. Faux pas. Choose a creature present on the scene. They make a compromising statement chosen by the person who controls them. That's probably not very appropriate here.
Yeah.
Favor. Your actions earn you someone's support or admiration. Information. You spot a useful clue or detail. The game master may tell you what it is or ask you to introduce that detail yourself. I will say, for succeeding on this, you're going to get that anyway because of the nature of this check, so I'm going to cross that one off.
Yep. I figured as much. I was like, that's probably what I'm getting.
Yeah, lost item, that doesn't affect this. Progress. You may fill or erase up to 2 sections on a clock.
Ooh.
You can do a plot twist where something or somebody shows up. You can discover a vulnerability or trait of a creature you can see. You learn the goals and motivations of a creature of your choice. So there are a few options that that in particular make sense, but let me tell you what you get by default first, because that may help you.
Yeah, that may inform what I do next.
Zania, you find yourself what you find are pages of a journal lying around. Things seem to be very much in tatters here. But you find you find pages of a journal. Do you want to read that out loud?
I would, but is anyone else better at reading out loud? Because I'm kind of bad at reading out loud.
I can read it out loud.
I
can read it out loud.
I can read it out loud. Both. I can just walk up and read it out loud in character.
Oh, okay. So Zania's like, "Hey, I found this journal entry," and
all right, let me see.
The moment that Janya says journal, Eve's eyes light up because she just heard something. A journal?
Yeah, let me read. I gave birth to. I want to stress this is all me reading from the journal, not me.
Yeah.
I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. She shares her grandfather's looks, but has her grandmother's eyes. I'll be honest. I never thought I would have a daughter, yet here she is. I know Osiah would have been so excited to have a granddaughter to spoil and to love unconditionally like he did with me and my mother. If mother was still around, she would have been so happy. I decided to name her... I'm going to have trouble pronouncing his name. Shujin? Shujing. Meaning crystal water. And she is so pure, and there's a power I feel from her. It's nothing compared to her two older brothers. Yes, her brothers have their grandfather's control over the waves and typhoons. But Shujin? I apologize if I keep on butchering her name.
You did it good that time.
Okay. It feels more calm, pure, like healing. I know my mother had very powerful healing magic, but the power rating from Shujin, I can feel it's greater compared to her magic. Perhaps Osial's blood enhanced it, giving her healing skills that exceed my mother and my own. If I train her properly, she may hold the power to purify curses and incurable diseases. Which, thinking about it, if I had her around the Archon War, she could have easily cured the yakshas of their karmic debt, and maybe even to heal the land of the fallen gods. But my anger towards Morax, I can't forgive him. Not for what he did to my father and mother, leaving me all alone with nothing. Shujin would never be allowed to heal them. I can't forgive the people of Liyue for what they did to my family. To me, I'll make sure Shujin will understand that the people of Liyue denied us our birthright of our family, and most importantly, how the Adepti and the Yaksha slew innocents in their wake. Shujin is going to have a long life, probably even longer than her own father, outliving any normal human. While not exactly a god, she has the longevity of one. Maybe she can outlive Morax. Take back what is rightfully our birthright. Who am I kidding? This grudge, it's been over 2,000 years. I know my father is sealed. I know my mother is still MIA. I can't change that. But Liyue is always changing. Humans die. Humans are born. There's always something new. But me, I feel trapped.
Be Morax! No matter what you do, you can't hide from your crimes! Do you believe that to be the end of the story? Shut your mouth! And you may have noticed that I advanced the clock one space.
Ooh.
want to
So-
do with opportunity?
So there's some things you can do. You could fill up 2 extra sections of the clock, and I can flavor how that happens. You could make a bond with someone. You could make a bond with Zhongli or Zhao or Osile. You could learn more. You could unmask to learn more about the motivations of Osile. You could learn a vulnerability or a trait of his. Those are ones that make sense. And again, giving advantage by basically letting your allies know, hey, this is what you guys are looking for. Like, that will provide an advantage to give an ally a +4.
That'll give the next check. So I think I'm just gonna go with the pretty straightforward one of the 2 more segments on the clock.
Okay. So the way I'm going to flavor the 2 more segments on the clock is going to be that because Osile is listening to you, Zhao is able to land a pretty decent blow in his distraction, in Osile's distraction, listening to what's in that journal.
Yeah.
Would we notice? Would anyone notice?
Yeah, you guys would notice. So now the players that have not acted are Shaman, Kaza, and Gacha.
I say, Gotcha can go next.
Well, it depends on who wants to do what, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was going by session 1 thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, y'all
it really-
don't need to worry about a specific order.
Okay.
Yeah, it really is dependent just on who wants to, whose line is it anyway?
Okay, I'd say maybe Kaza, recognize, like, maybe Kaza saw Zhao take deal the blow, and given that he is from the Nation of War, maybe like Kaza probably maybe it's like okay, he was able to give a hit after hearing that. We need to distract him. We need to find other means to distract him. Give the Archon and the Conqueror of Demons more time.
May I relay the message, DM, that you sent me privately?
Yes, you may relay that message.
I just heard a voice, and it said that name. She said, find the journals. They will explain everything.
Journals. Plural.
Yes.
All right. All right. So I guess Kaza, he'll say, he'll still tell, he'll still point to Eve, and she says, you still stay back. And he'll go out and he'll try to find something around here, like finding another journal.
Okay, I need you to roll double insight, please.
Alrighty, double insight. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are 6s. I can count. That is a 5.
Oof.
Total of 5?
Total of 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are not able to find any of the journals.
Okay.
That will leave Shaman and Gacha.
Gotcha. Would you like to do that? Or would you like me to? Hello?
Letter, you okay?
In the meantime, I guess I will take the investigation.
Okay, double insight, please.
All right. I rolled D8, correct?
Yes.
Cool. That will be a 5 and an 8. For a
That is a total of 13. Hey, Shaman.
Yes.
I need to send you something.
Cool. It looks like
I need to send you the second journal. Oh, the thing I originally wrote happens in Journal 3 actually happens in Journal 2. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
You'll see. You'll see.
All right, I will read out loud.
The way you pronounce that name is Osaze.
Cool. My husband, Osaze, said he was traveling to Inazuma. He told me that he found a clan that descended a lost god. Mazu, our forces will double in no time, along with supplies and even more Mora. What do you mean? We will have the power to take the trading routes between Liyue, Fontaine, Sumeru, Natlan, and even some parts of Chesnaya under our control. They have quite the connections, supplies, men, and weapons. I was astounded that he had found someone with such connections. That is until I heard what he said next. And all they want is they want our daughter to marry their son when they get older. Our daughter? Yes, think of it. They're both descendants of serpent gods. Their blood is still fresh. I met the father of the son. He's powerful. His son actually can't wait to meet Sujin. When I described her to him, his eyes lit up, and he said, to this day, what he said made me shudder. She is perfect to be my queen. My heart stopped after that. He was planning to offer my daughter as a means to an end, instead of her being raised as a family member. Osaze, what about your other kids? What about them? Sujin is the only one with the divine blood. Besides, Sujin, as you told me, will have a long lifespan. The prince also has a long lifespan too. She will have a perfect mate. Mate? I was flabbergasted. Sorry. I mean husband. My bad. It was at that moment I realized my husband only saw me, my kids, and even his other kids that he fathered as tools. I cannot let my daughter be with someone who sees her only as a trophy.
Well, oh.
So it sounds like Rex Lapis here was correct. There was more to this story.
Zanya.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Zhanya, like as she's looking around and you read that out loud, Zhanya stops and is, for the last like 15 seconds of that, has just been slowly turning to look with just intense hatred And then that turns into an eye roll as they look across at Osile and going, of course he's mixed up in this.
Hold on a second.
Fucking course.
Hold on a second. He was gonna what? I told you there was more to the story. So, Zania, do you want to explain?
I mean, Osaze's, an old piece of shit. How do I put this? He got in the way at every turn, and now out of pure chance he's connected to all of this. Did not in fact expect, if the connection I'm making is right, he's descendant from... She's kind of just like looking across like, how the hell does that make any sense?
He is not the one descended from Osile.
No, but they're connected to the whole mess.
Mm-hmm.
What a headache. We need to find more journals.
It's like, please tell me this husband got what was coming to him.
So, Zania, I could help answer that question. You know that when you saw Osaze, when they were being ousted from the academia,
Yeah.
that definitely had to be after all of this happened. It definitely had to be.
Yeah. He might have gotten exiled because of some of this, and it got covered up. We've got to find more. We've got to find more. I can't make any assumptions on just this. So...
Alrighty. Letter, you back?
I hope so. I hope letters. I think it happened before the letter dozed off. Like there's points where letters dozed off or something else has happened. I'm hoping it's more just the case. Or
Yeah, I'm just hoping they're okay.
yeah, I'm hoping too.
In the meantime, I can try searching again.
Well, actually, I had something that was going to happen at the end of the round.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
talking to Letter. I'm talking to Letter now.
Oh, okay.
About certain things in relation to things.
Okay.
So what we're going to do for the moment is we're going to reach the end of round 1. I have a thing for the end of rounds during this.
Mm-hmm.
I need 2 people to roll a d8. Who wants to be Osile and who wants to be Zhongli?
I could be Osile.
I'll be
Okay.
Zhongli.
Okay.
5.
6.
And you're Zhongli, correct, TP?
I'm correct. I am Zhongli in this case. Yes.
Okay. So Osile's going to spend an ultimate point. And TP, I need you to re-roll, please.
All right. Three.
Osiah wins that one. I did advance the clock from that reading. However, I have to dial it back one.
But Jeanette, I didn't realize the clock could go backwards.
There are certain scenarios where that can happen.
So, does this mean that? Does this mean it's the start?
Give me a moment.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't. I'm sorry.
It is possible that one thing that we may need to do is cut the stream for a moment, or have a BRB screen or something to have an off-camera discussion about something.
Sure thing. Okay. Alrighty, so, alright, so I'll, alright, and then, I can, mute the, audio and the mic on my end, so nothing gets picked up.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Okay. Let's just double check. Let's just double check.
I
real
will
quick,
not
make sure-
explain why.
Make sure we're good.
H Bomber guy, when did you become a part of this campaign?
Yeah, H Bomber guy is actually voicing Osile.
Yeah, that's right. Stay out of my shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Actually, my
Okay,
headcanon
let's just
voice, you're all gonna fucking say nerd. My headcanon voice for Osile is Steven Rodriguez. His Poseidon voice, to be precise.
Okay.
What the fuck?
So we should be good. I heard everything go live and such. We're back, so we should be good now.
All right.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty.
The technical difficulty was me.
It's true. Gotcha. You are the only person who has not acted in round 1.
This is true.
You can be looking for these journals. You can be offering assistance to Zhongli or Zhao directly through abilities you may have or other things. You could spend a Fabula point to do to modify the scene in some fashion, pending my approval.
Does this evil fuck on the other side have a noticeable element?
Hydro.
Ooh, we could do something funny. We could do something funny.
Boy.
Hydro's weak to Dendro, right?
Hydro can at least react to Dendro.
Hydro can react with Dendro. That's true. Although I would like to note, Dendro cannot react with Animo or Geo.
Or Cryo.
I want to say no. I'll Cryo is what I want to try and do here. Okay, so I still have enough for this.
Ooh.
Still have enough to cast this once. Let's hope. Okay, let's see if the dice are on our side. Going to spend 20 mana. But no, it's flare. It's 10 mana.
Oh,
Is it tight?
thank you.
I need a D8.
Yeah.
Is it tight again?
Oh, thank you. My bad.
I rolled a 7. Yes.
That's Cryo.
That's Cryo. And Gotcha's going to throw the staff from their tail.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to somehow go through the shield
I'll allow it.
and conk Zhongli on the head before going back. Converting
So-
Zhongli's weapons to Cryo.
So, you actually picked the right character to do that with, because Zhongli does not infuse his weapons. He uses other abilities to do his Geo stuff. So you infuse his weapons
You see,
with Cryo.
I know this because Zhongli is one of the characters I pulled when I played it.
Nice.
Perfect.
So I'm going to say that counts as help for Zhongli. So now, as he's doing it, he's able to intermittently freeze Osile during the fights, which gives Zhao an opening to come in with swirls, going ba-da-da-da-da-da, machine gun dashes.
This lasts for the entire scene.
Damn.
That's fantastic.
I do not
I
need
love-
to do it again. It just persists unless someone else infuses his weapon for him.
So I'm going to say that at the end of every round, automatically, it's going to go up 1 because of that. We've already done the end of round 1. And we're going to count what you just got as what happens at the end of round 1. But now we get into round 2. And I think it's time we change things up a little bit.
What do you mean?
Oh boy.
See, I did say that conflicts could be non-combat. However, I also didn't say they stay non-combat.
Oh shit.
Ew! He points directly to Shaman. Everyone, a villain has appeared. Gain a Fabula point.
Oh, Jesus.
For fuck's sake.
So now we're up to 5?
Yes.
Well,
Unless
I'm
you
up
have-
to 4.
Unless you have already spent an Ultima point,
Okay.
you are now up to
No,
5.
no. You have Fabula points, not Ultima points. Ultima
Oh,
points
yeah.
are what the villain has. I will not
Oh, yeah,
reveal this villain's tier. But y'all do know that he has a particular hatred towards Shaman based on the way that started. So, we're going to the top of the round, and here's the thing. Like I said, I don't want to, with the way the system works, I don't necessarily think rolling for initiative is appropriate. So, what we're going to do is, in this case, because he's coming out of surprise, he's going to go first, and especially with the case that combined with all of you, you have 5 actions, and he has 6.
Okay.
So,
Can I spend a Fabula point to make this man trip?
No.
Say.
I have a bad
I'm-
luck aura. I want this man to trip.
Bad luck, John.
Just not even like mechanically anything. I just want him to stumble and lose all of the gravitas of the showing up mad.
I'll let you spend a Fabula point to have him. Tell you what, we'll do that. We'll have it have a mechanical effect because it's not fair to make you spend a Fabula point for it to do nothing. So he's going to go forward, and like there's going, and like one of the books that you guys have been scrounging through is in his path, and he like slips on it like a banana peel, landing in front of Shaman. He gets up before Shaman can do anything about it, but it does stop him from getting his first action this turn. So, now it's you guys' turn. You guys can choose who gets to take the turn.
I don't want to necessarily take my action yet, but I do want to do an RP.
Yep, go for
Okay.
it.
You can tell that kind of cool demeanor he had, that Shaman had before, is noticeably not as present. And why?
Cool demeanor is slightly thawed, one might say.
Yes.
Ah, puns. I got them. So, with that being said, who wants to be the one to take an action? Or do you guys just want to vibe to the music?
Music is a vibe, not gonna lie. I want to try to find things in the temple.
All right, I will have you roll double insight, please.
Double insight. That is a D8. Oh, wrong D8s. I wanted my pretty ones. Here we go. A 7 and a 5.
That makes for a total of 12. Unfortunately, since 2 have already been found, that is not a success.
Fuck.
I have the DC go up as you guys find them.
Okay.
Shaman gets...
Okay, go on.
Hang on, I forgot that when I restarted my computer, my notepad closed. Cringe. Talk about cringe. I wonder who Shaman's going to attack.
Or who's going to attack Shaman?
Well, it's Shaman's turn, so it's probably going to be Shaman attacking somebody. And, well... He's got...
What's going on? I blanked out for half a second.
Well, this guy seems to be attacked. This dude has showed up.
Yeah, they're going to attack one of my buddies, one of my party members.
They're going to attack Shaman. They're going to attack.
No, they're attacking me now.
Are they? I was actually thinking about which attack to do.
Oh yeah, figure that out first. What attack are they going to do? Because that happens before Zhanya technically starts to try and interfere.
Mm-hmm. They're going to do their funny Dendro Blade Storm.
Alright, well the funny Dendro Blade
Which
Storm...
is multi-2.
Multi-2?
Yes.
So, who are they hitting with that? Who are they aiming at?
They do have to declare targets first.
Yes. Because if I'm already one of the targets, I don't really want to take it twice, which is what Protect does if I change the target from someone else to me.
I'm going to real quick double check that if I multi, whether I can or not target the same person twice. I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's just that, if I use Protect on, let's say, someone's getting hit by a fireball, and I'm also in that fireball, if I protect them from the fireball, I take double the fireball.
I have to pick different targets. You are closest, so I think he'll use the Dendro Blade Storm on you and on Shaman.
Alright, then I'm not gonna jump in the way of this. I'm just gonna take it normally.
Sounds good. I would like the not rubber D10, please. There we go. So, unfortunately, you can't crit with 3s, but how does an 11 sound for hitting you guys?
It doesn't hit me.
What?
And
my defense is, if I'm not mistaken, my defense is that, right? An 8.
yeah,
case,
your defense is an 8 because all of your dice are 8. So
in that case, yes.
Okay. So unfortunately, that will hit, and you will take 13 physical.
13 physical. Okay, so that leaves me at 25. Ouch.
Party's turn.
Okay, the Protecting Shaman in the future.
Alright.
Who wants to go?
And you are afflicted with Dendro.
Wait. I have a thing I can do. Wait, no, I don't think I need to do it though. I was thinking like when I saw, oh yeah, painful lesson. When another creature causes you to lose hit points with an attack, spell, or any other method, you may immediately perform the study action on that creature for free.
You can do that
All right.
if you want to.
Yes.
Roll insight and insight.
Double insight. Let me remember where my D8 is.
You could crit, get an opportunity.
Good point. All right, so got 2 4s.
Unfortunately, you don't crit on 4s. It has to be 6 or higher.
Okay. Well, in that case, I got an 8.
Okay, let me double check what the study action should be doing in this scenario. Does it say that your study action when doing it for free does anything specific?
Perform a study action on that creature for free. If you do, gain a bonus equal to SL to your check. Remember, you can study the same aspect of a creature only once.
Okay, so what level is that skill for you? How many levels did you put in that skill?
1.
Okay, so you actually got a 9.
So 9. Okay.
What do you want to know? That's actually pretty important for a study check.
I want to be able to discern. I want to discern motive. Is that possible? Is that a thing I can study or discern?
Okay, well, normally, on the level of success that you got, it's a subtle hint, useful, but a bit too broad. However, I think I can give you a little bit more considering how obvious it is. Killing you! Anyway.
Oh.
So that was actually a free action, which means it's still the party's go. Shaman hasn't used his yet.
All right.
Does anybody... Who wants to have the action?
I could go for punching this guy.
I can go up for a punch.
Do you want to punch?
I'm going to try to
punch.
Punch.
I believe in you.
Go for punch.
Alrighty. Remind me, what am I rolling?
It should be on. Also, don't forget that you have 2 attacks.
Right.
So, yeah, it should be on your. It's Dex plus Might. It's on your sheet.
Okay, Dex plus Might, so two d10s.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 8 and 9, so that would be 17 if I'm doing my mental math right.
17 is correct, and 17 does hit. So that first attack is going to deal 15 damage.
Oof.
And you have another attack.
So roll again.
Yes.
Okay. 6 and 2, so 8.
8 does not hit.
Okay.
And normally your attacks would be, and your attacks are animo. Normally that would do something, but unfortunately, it does not because of the context of animo doesn't infuse.
Right.
Onto, or doesn't like go onto people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Animo enhances other elements like before it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's his turn again. Well, you swung at him, and his target is also here. He's gonna Dendro Bladestorm again.
Okay.
This time aiming for Kaza and Shaman.
All right.
Someone's aiming for Shaman this time. I didn't step in last time, but I need to step in this time because that does too much damage. Well, no, they have too lower defense is the actual reason. So, yeah, put up a geo. I slam the sword into the ground and try and create a geo wall to disperse the blow, but that then resolves against me. So.
That's a 17, or not, sorry, not a 17. I forgot to add the modifier. That's a 22 to hit.
All right.
Jesus.
Okay. Yep.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, the defense is 10.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
That will hit, yes. Luckily, the amount of gap doesn't create critical hits. The high roll was a 9, so that is 19 or 19 dendro damage to both of you.
And if I am reading my abilities correctly, I'm trying to think. So the 22, is that your accuracy check?
The 22 is the accuracy, yes.
I can counterattack. Because, yeah, if the accuracy check is an even number, I can counterattack.
How much damage was
Do
that
your
again?
free...
It
was 19 damage.
19 damage, okay. Alright, so yeah, so you may perform a free attack against that enemy after their attack has been fully resolved. It must be a melee attack, must have the enemy as its only target. Treat your high roll as 0 when calculating damage dealt by the attack.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll Dex plus Might, because you're probably doing it with your Iron Knuckle, and it's basically going to be 6 damage no matter what.
Okay, double zeros.
That's double 10s! That's a crit!
Okay.
That's a mean crit, too.
That is a meanie crit.
Alrighty, so...
Let me double check in combat if critting in combat does something different.
That's some meaty damage.
Kaza literally went, "Oh, you bitch."
How dare you? Wow.
It doesn't really say that criticals. Yeah, it doesn't really say. But regardless, you're dealing the 6. And because honestly, what you get for a critical in general is very good, because you get an opportunity. We can look at the menu. You can make a bond with him. You can make a bond with Shaman for defending Shaman. You could give him an affliction. You could give the next check anybody does a +4. Potentially get information. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense here.
Yeah. It's like
I don't think it necessarily makes sense to fill up 2 sections of the clock, but I would allow it. Possibly having Osile see that like shit's going down, that other people are fighting, and be like, "What the fuck?" You could discover a vulnerability or trait. of the dude, you could learn more about goals and motivations. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm trying to think. You said the clock is an option?
The clock is an option, yes.
Let's turn that clock.
Okay. So we're going to tick up the clock by 2 because seeing the fighting going on. We'll flavor it like this. We'll flavor it as Osial seeing the fighting going on, checking to make sure that Eve's okay in doing so, and it results in him getting frozen, slashed an extra time where he normally wouldn't have. And so, yeah, that was on his turn. Shaman has not acted, Zania has not acted, and Gotcha has not acted.
Well, I've used my reaction, so it's a good time for me to act, so I get my reaction back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Zhania's turn is pretty straightforward. There was one slam from the sword to create a wall. The next wall's going up your ass.
Okay.
Going for another strike. Closing the gap a little bit, though. Damn it, the gift didn't load properly. Oh, no, it did. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright, so... Might. Where's my D10? Mighty. Alright. It's not as crazy as of a crit, but that's another 6/6.
That is 6/6, which crits.
It's not as crazy as a 10/10 crit, but it's still something.
It's not 10/10 crit, but it's a crit. So who cares?
Yeah, so damage is high roll, which is 6 plus 5 is 11.
Oh, I remembered something about crits on damage. You actually get both dice when you crit.
Oh, okay. So that's. So
although that actually unfortunately would not help with Kaza because there's no high roll added.
Right.
So what was your damage, Zania?
So I add both my rolls.
Yes.
So that'll be 17 plus 1, so 18. 18 geo damage because my weapon's charged because I defended someone.
And again, geo doesn't normally get applied to creatures.
Yeah, it doesn't really get applied to creatures.
You do also get an opportunity.
I would like to use the opportunity. I'm probably going to be doing it again next turn. So making a bond with the person that I'm trying to defend here isn't a terrible idea. If that's alright with...
Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. Who is the person you're trying to defend in the... Is it probably Shaman, right?
Doesn't exactly look the most defensive, and the other one that I'm standing next to is a proclaimed warrior. Shaman doesn't exactly look the most defensive person. So I'm defending them. Or at least trying to.
This is true. This is accurate.
He just looks to, it's like 3 against 1. Truly dishonorable. Shakes his head. In disgust at the dishonor.
Dishonor on you.
Mike.
Dishonor on your cow.
He is going to focus. And that's going to be his action. You guys get to go on.
Three on one. You came up by surprise, and when none of us were seeking to harm you. You instigated this fight. How is that?
Seeking to harm. You saying him seeking to harm is pissing him off. You in particular saying that. So what would you like to do? It's either you or it's Gotcha. One of the two.
Gotcha is gonna go. Not Gotcha. Why did I say? I heard Gotcha's name. So that's
Are you declaring what I will do on my turn? Because I know what I'm doing when it gets to my turn.
I mean, it could be your turn if you wanted to. It's
I know
between you and
exactly
me.
what I'm going to do.
All right. I want to just. As much as this guy really wants to fight me, I don't. I want to look for the book. I want to look for another journal. Clearly those journals helped against... Clearly those journals were helping earlier. So I'm going to try and avoid this person trying to kill me. And I'm going to look for the book.
Take a look in a book, Reading Rainbow.
Oh
All right,
my God.
I believe I have to roll.
Yes, you have to roll double insight, which is 2d8s for you.
Cool. That one was cocked. So that's a 6 and a 7.
6 and a 7 is a 13. That's just right. To find journal number 3. You have found two of the three journals that have been found thus far. Amazing.
I mean...
And for flavor, you kind of get to read... Oh, sorry. I accidentally forgot to make a certain adjustment to what was originally written. There we go.
If you'll forgive me for flavor, we'll say stepping back, he noticed a book over here. And that's where it is.
And if you're reading this out loud, do you mind if I add a little bit of extra flavor? If you read it out loud, you're reading it out loud like as he's like, because the fights aren't actually happening, like as he's like doing slashes that are missing you, and you're able to duck and weave them as you're reading.
Please. Anyways.
Yes.
I hope you die.
We had a big argument. I was angry that Osaze went behind my back and did this. What's even worse, my two sons even agreed with him. I am sick and tired of being treated like a tool. I told him I knew about this recent affair in Fontaine and how he left that woman and that child all alone. I was trapped. Sujin, my baby girl, I'm sorry that you're caught in this mess. It's my fault. I made the wrong judgment call when I was seeking out love, for company, to fill that hole when I lost my father and mother. I pray you never end up like me. I have no choice. I have to get my daughter out of this mess, by any means necessary. Any means. The rite of dissension is coming. Despite my hatred for him, he's my only hope now. Morax. You're the only one who I can turn to for help.
I believe that's part of the revelation that you need, Osiel. My daughter turned to you for help? You, Mr. Big Shot! Mr. Oh, look at me, I'm a fucking dragon made of rocks! Are you fucking serious?
It doesn't look like a dragon.
Oh yeah, he doesn't look like a dragon now!
If I'm not
You should have seen this guy back in the day!
if memory serves,
Slinky
you took.
looking motherfucker!
If memory serves, you once took the appearance of a giant serpent. Did you not?
Yeah, what of it? Yeah, what of it? So it's not a dragon. Totally different things.
Lizard.
We're getting off topic. Oh, by the way, look out behind you. So it's now the enemy's turn. The enemy is, unsurprisingly, focusing his attack upon Shaman.
I mean, shit, hey, Zhanya wants to try and sub in again.
Okay, that will be a 16 to hit. Does that hit you?
Yeah, it does. This is gonna fucking hurt. Luckily, I have
Since this
DR,
attack, yeah, since this attack is focused, it will be 26 damage.
Ow!
Oh. I might be down, guys.
Oh god, hang on. I'm gonna be coming in soon.
Ow. Oh wait, no. I only take 25 of that. It's fine. I'm still down.
Hold on.
Oh fuck.
Am I allowed to am I allowed to spend an ultimate point?
Fabula point.
To a Fabula point. I apologize. Am I allowed to spend a Fabula point to make you re-roll the dice so that Zanya takes less damage?
Normally, you can't spend a Fabula point to make the opponent re-roll.
Oh, okay.
I have a
Let me double check
plan.
and make...
Hmm?
Let me...
I need you to trust me. I have a plan.
All right.
Well, gotcha. It's about time for that plan.
So, as I do when I've got my plan and I know exactly what I'm doing, I pre-roll my dice, and I have them ready. It's a good thing that she took a decent amount of damage because I'm healing everyone on our side for 50. As Gotcha casts Gamble. Well, 3 people heal for 50. Who is the most hurt?
Zanya.
Zanya.
Yeah, I'm on -1. Hi.
Zanya, I believe Koza.
Yeah, Eve hasn't
And
taken any
Shaman.
damage.
And
So
yeah.
Zanya, Koza, and Shaman, as Gotcha, like, the staff finally returns to their tail. They twirl it and just slam it on the ground behind them, and a wave of energy flows towards the group ahead of them. As Gamble rolls up a 7, 3 targets gain 50 health and lose all status effects.
Slot machine appears behind you. It's 777. Jackpot. Fucking apples rain out of it.
Lamau.
Oh,
Out of curiosity, do negative hit points exist in Fabula Ultima?
I do not believe they do. No.
Okay.
So you go to 50. You are
Yeah,
no
by the
longer
way,
unconscious.
I didn't describe it, but Zhanya, so what happened on that turn was she slammed the sword down to create a wall again, and then as the Was it a dendro?
There are
like,
there
attack?
are rules for when you hit 0 hit points that I need to pull up here.
Yeah. Because the idea is that every time the walls that she creates takes damage, you guys can see her getting visibly weaker. Because she's kind of throwing her entire body behind those attacks.
Okay, so technically what happens when you hit 0 hit points is you either sacrifice or you surrender. So you were unconscious. However, I'm going to say that since we didn't catch... So you surrender. We can deal with the... We can have... So you will gain a consequence for that, but I will let you also come back up.
Alright. Cool.
So we'll do a consequence for you surrendering, because I presume you're not going to sacrifice in session 2.
Yeah, probably not.
You do gain 2 Fabula points for that.
Okay. I got plenty to spend.
So here are the potential options. Normally you would not get popped back up after going down like that, but in this case you do. Or normally you wouldn't end up being healed. You just be kind of down for the scene. But here are some consequences that can happen. This lists a bunch of examples. So let me look at your bonds, because this could do a thing. I don't want to take away any of your bonds. That's mean.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken...
I did theoretically just make one, but I don't know if it would make sense to take it away.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, but I think it would make sense if you have a bond now with... I think it could make sense if you have a bond now with this character, but let me go over the other options first. The despair, the enemy gets to make a decisive move, or the heroes lose the faith and approval of an important person. It could be that this character just gets to attack Shaman again. That could be the consequence. And possibly retain their focus on the attack against Shaman. One of the potential consequences is changing your theme, which I don't think we'll do. Something is taken from you. I like just having them get a focus attack on Shaman.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Okay.
Because I think given what their focus is...
Does this happen before Gotcha's attack, or the Gotcha's healing?
This will happen before Gotcha's healing.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So you will take 26 damage.
That would actually get me down.
Okay, so what we're going to do, let me look at your bonds, because this could make more sense with you. We are going to erase your loyalty with Beto and add hatred for your villain.
Okay.
That's how we're going to do that.
And then we go back to 45 for the healing, right?
You get to go back to full in your case. We're kind of fiating that it works like that, and I think that is fine because if you pop back up in the combat, from healing, you also stand the chance of getting downed again, and getting downed does still have consequences. So. And Gotcha gets to heal everybody back up, so you guys are not down in numbers because of that, which is good. But now we reach the end of round 2.
Hold on. I didn't act. Oh, no, I did
No.
act. I did
Yeah,
act. Never mind, I did.
You did. You looked for the books.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 goes up automatically. We're rolling d8s again. Who wants to roll for Zhongli and who wants to roll for Osile?
I can roll for Jean Lee this time.
Okay.
I've always been born to be a villain.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Ooh. Jean Lee got a 7.
Osile got an 8.
Oof.
Yeah, Osile's not using an ultimate point here. So Osile wins that one.
I did say I was born to be a villain. Unfortunately, that means I'm good at being evil.
All right, we enter round 3. We will once again have it go alternate between shaman or between the enemy and you guys. The enemy goes first. The enemy sees you get popped back up and just scoffs at it. Just means I get to kill you again. A little bit of hate. A little bit.
Your
what do
Honor,
say?
I would like to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, I would like to interrupt here.
Yes.
This man is looking at someone who just got back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be pretty liberal with this. I want to use a Fabula point to have him see red. I want him to be too mad that this person has just gotten back up. Like, how dare you stand back up after I put you down? And I want to make it harder for him to hit, if that is possible. I want to alter the story and make it harder for him to hit.
In what way do you think it should be harder for him to hit?
He's being ruled by emotion. It's really hard to focus on hitting someone if you're too mad.
Like, mechanically, in what way?
Treat his high roll as a few points lower.
So, like, instead of maybe using a D8 as an example, he gets a D6.
Or a D8 minus.
So, or we're talking about... Tell you what, how about he doesn't... So, I think it would be easier for him to not get the modifier he normally gets on his attack.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I can accept
I
that.
almost don't want to make you spend this Fabula point, and I'll tell you why. Because based on what you're proposing, I had already rolled the dice when you said hold up. And it was 2 7s.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
I will let you use a Fabula point to make him re-roll, but he'll still get his modifier.
I will accept that. I don't want him critting. I will bank a fate point to make this man re-roll.
Unfortunately, that's a 5 out of 10. It's not a crit!
Not a crit, which is good, but it still hits, probably. Almost definitely.
It still almost definitely hits for 20 damage.
The way I'd like this to be flavored is Gacha just throws a rock at him.
Yeah. And that distracts him enough where it was like he was about to try to slice Shaman's head off. But it's just off where it's a less lethal blow. So, who on the team?
I want to try and find that last journal.
Okay, roll me double insight.
Come on. Double 7s!
So, the last journal... The DC on the last journal is supposed to be a 16, however, you did crit. So here's what we're gonna do. like, because let me double check if crits automatically succeed.
I'm gonna pretend the journal's like right here.
Because if they automatically succeed, we can use your opportunity for something else.
Okay.
Obviously. Check is automatically successful, and you get an opportunity. So first, let's resolve that success.
Okay.
Eve finds the last journal. It is, in fact, the longest one.
Oh god.
I will pass. Does anybody else want to read it?
We
Is it
have
not-
kind
yeah.
of just been getting TP to read it.
Yeah. But if not, I would like
mean-
the DM to read the last journal.
I can read it if you feel like you're not up for it.
Yeah, if you want to, let her go on ahead.
I would like to give the players the first crack at reading these journals.
Yeah, let her if you want to. Go on ahead.
Like me, this is a big one. So, are you going to toss the book over to Gotcha to read?
You know what? Yes, and she's turning to, as a little flavor light, she goes,
Guys, I found the last one.
and she looks dead at Osiris. She says that.
All right. We talk.
Osile is actually going to stop at that because especially after what the last journal entry said about actually asking for Morax's help. But Eve is a nervous introvert, so going to pass it over to the much more extroverted Gotcha to read.
Yes.
You toss it to Gotcha. They catch it with the staff, like using one of their staves to slow it down and then bring it to their hand.
Oh, I need to fix where I put name here, because we know what name here is.
Yup.
Just a second.
We gotta get into that vibe.
Return. We talked. Morax seems to understand my plight and how desperate I was to save my beloved daughter from evil. I am tainted too, forcing myself to go along with Osaze's plans, including the sacrifices of innocent lives. I feel disgusted and awful. I don't deserve to live after this. All I wanted was my father and mother to come back. I wanted to feel loved. But instead, I fell into darkness, all because of my grudge against Morax and Liyue. But the last thing I can do is give Shijing a place to live. I refuse to let him use her to get what he wants. I know what I'm about to do is very risky, but I know the spirits of the sea and Osile himself will guide her to safety. When the time comes, I will set Shijing adrift at sea. The currents this time of year are very strong. Hopefully she'll head for a place where she'll be safe and raised with love and care. The love I will never be able to show her. I have locked the doors and hidden passages. No one will be able to escape. None of my followers, my sons, or that bastard husband of mine. Only my emergency exit that I only know about remains unlocked. Morax told me he shall be sending the Yaksha to deal with the cult in my family. I feel awful for doing this. Honestly, I do. But this is for Shijing. No one else. And I am to die in her place. Morax, Shijing, and the slight chance Osile, if you ever find this, Morax, I want to say I'm sorry. Sorry for everything. I'm sorry for causing Liyue so much pain. I was angry at the loss of my own family that I lashed out. But I realized that I can't hold that grudge forever. As the years go by, I saw how much Liyue had changed. New faces, the struggles they go through, how much you had to go through, and how I was wrong. Tweeting, my baby girl, I'm sorry for setting you adrift at sea. I had no other choice. I love you so much. I couldn't bear the idea of losing you too. Spelled there wrong. My heart ached at the thought of name here.
Fuck. I missed one. I'm sorry.
We know who it is. We already know who it is.
Is it Osaze?
Yes.
Yes.
My heart ached at the thought of Osaze taking you away to marry some lustful and evil prince. Please, know this. You have other siblings out there. One for sure I know is in Fontaine. Seek them out. Be there for them. And, Father, Hosiel, Overlord of the Vortex, if there's ever that chance that you are unsealed and find this, please protect Suijing. She'll be going by a new name. The name of Evelyn. The name of Osaze's great-great-grandmother. It's a pretty name, in my opinion, but it is to fool Osaze and the Inazuma clan. He never really cared for his own family, so it was best to fool him. Hosiel, please make sure that she has a happy life. I know this for sure. She'll only have you as family. I love you so much, and I miss you. Mazu. Wow, family drama. Didn't know this guy was your grandfather. Closes the book, tosses it aside.
So, as you're going, wow, family drama and stuff, Sasuke's just standing there, kind of stunned. Then the dude speaks up. It's like, okay, that's great and all, but I have business to finish. You know, Sasa's like, will you shut the fuck up?
Grandfather?
Hydro serpents! Straight for the dude attacking Shaman. It's like, beep. And this dude is going to spend an Ultima point to fucking dip as they're crashing down on him.
I thought you wanted villainy. Yeah, I want villainy, not cuts.
And it is at this moment that I will reveal that to do that big serpent thing, Hosiel spent all of his Ultima points and is considered defeated. He's no longer a villain. I was always planning on him not being a villain.
You're my grandfather.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody really expected for us to be able to meet, right, kiddo?
Yeah. Can't believe this.
Looking at the 4 journals.
All the manual breathing you're hearing from my end is more just is me trying to act as shaman, like exhausted after that, all that.
I did not even hear it.
Okay.
Nor did I.
Okay, I must have not been close enough to the mic for that. If you were hearing manual breathing on my end, it was because of that. If you did not hear it, ignore the previous statement and pretend I was.
No.
So this Osaze, whatever the fuck he is, he's dead, right?
I guess, but I'm not gonna call him my father. I have two loving fathers, love in Sumeru.
Zania,
Just looks back and forth. He was alive as of what, a year and a half ago? Less than that. There's a good chance he's still around, still being a dick.
Oh,
Cool. I get to go kick his butt.
I've got a lead. You can come
Have
with me
people who
after
can
we're
help.
done here.
where's your lead take you? I may want to have a talk.
Just kind of look around. Should I trust? Also, you see Zhanya kind of just keeping an eye on Eve and still being very cautious about, like the overlord of the vortex.
And now you
Yeah.
And now you get to
So
see
when
the
Eve moves closer, Zhanya also moves closer because she's not letting Eve get any closer than than Zhanya is, because caution.
Well,
Look, if I'm gonna trust them, do you trust them? They look at Eve.
one way to find out. She offers, she holds out, opens her arms.
Osile picks you up in a big hug. Ah, baby girl! He's like crying and shit.
For a brief moment, there's a clear tightening on the giant geosword, and she then just kind of leans it to the side. Looks across to the to the Archon and that in the back, like, what's gonna happen next here?
It's always good for family to reunite for Lantern Rite. Wait, it's fucking what the fuck is a Lantern Rite?
Guess we'll have to teach you how to make a lantern. Petrichor Island is the lead. We'll see you there, maybe.
Alright, bet.
Well, first, I do want to get to know you. You being my grandfather.
Oh yeah, seems we've got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's one of your friends. Hi. Extends hand. I'm Osile, obviously.
Zhanya, and I've had the displeasure of meeting Ursaze, and shakes their hand.
The fact that you're calling it, he smiles, big toothy grin, looks slightly unhinged. The fact that you're saying meeting him was unpleasant means we're gonna get along great.
Oh yeah, I will say, grandfather, the world has changed, and there's a lot of new people that you should meet.
I suppose I should also come up and thank you. Any longer, and he might have actually ended me.
I just wanted him to shut up. Honestly.
Well, wish granted.
I take it you know the guy? He seemed to be pretty, laser focused. I know what lasers are.
I feel like there should have been a stark comment by Jean-Lee with that.
I'm sure there were lasers back then.